My next guest knows the wrestling culture well. She's a former WWE wrestler herself and the ex-wife of wrestling superstar Stone Cold Steve Austin. So what's it really like behind the scenes in the world of big-time wrestling? Debra Marshall joins me now live. So Debra, did you find this whole story as it unfolded of Benoit's family's death and his so surprising?
Well, first of all, knowing Chris all the years I've known him, I was shocked about that because he was always so nice. And that shocked me. But then again, being married to Steve Austin, he was always nice too until he would go into the steroid rage that would last, you know, for hours or days or whatever, you know, with being paranoid and all that. So when I heard about this, I was really shocked on just the whole, how everything could be so brutal. But then again, living what I've lived, I can understand how this can happen.
What did you live? I mean, when you were Mrs. Stone Cold and he was taking steroids to stay Stone Cold, what was your life like?
Oh my gosh, it was hills and valleys. Like 1 minute he would be moody and he'd be paranoid and he would have panic attacks, and then he got me to where I really couldn't talk to my family, I really couldn't talk to my friends. He was very controlling, and then these rages, if I did something to upset him, then the rage would come out, and usually it was mixed in with alcohol too.
Debra, in this Benoit murder-suicide, is there a WWE code of silence?
Absolutely. And right now, I have spoken with some wrestling friends, and they're really mad at me for doing this.
For saying this?
You know, they think I'm hurting the business and this and that. And the way that I look at it, I think I'm saving lives. It's time that someone speaks up, especially for Nancy and her dead son, Daniel. And, you know, if I could
what is it they don't want you to talk about?
It's just talking about the use of, especially with, I know with Steve, with using steroids, and how there's drugs and there's steroids in this business. And they need to, I think Vince needs to definitely enforce the drug policy more than what he's doing.
When you were talking to one of our staff today, I believe you were asked, you know, does the WWE make it hard to get out? Can you just walk away from this world?
I can, but I think what it is, because I had a life before this, and I think I think when you're in it, you know the other wrestlers will be mad at you if you talk, and you just know everything you keep is silent. You don't talk about anything. Just like when I was beat up by Steve Austin and it was all in the news and he was arrested, I was quiet. And two, I had a gag order. They put a gag order on me for a year, so I couldn't talk.
Debra, did you know Diane Benoit? Would she have been able to see this coming? And I'm sorry, Nancy Benoit, would she have been able to see this coming in her husband?
Well, it sounds to me like that she was living the same life I had been living. I mean, it looks perfect from the outside, and you're living with this guy who's got these ferocious tempers, and they hurt you, but then you can't really tell anybody because you're in the wrestling world, and it's just not acceptable to go and say your husband's, it's just not acceptable. And you just keep thinking things are going to get better, but lucky for me, I'm still alive and I got out. And I think with Nancy, I don't think if she knew she was going to die, I guarantee she would have tore that room up.
Debra Marshall,
because she was a wrestler herself.
Debra, thanks very much. Appreciate it. And coming up.